Hello, and welcome back to the Slightly Biased Podcast. I'm Vinny.
And I'm Grayson.
And we're coming to you amazingly during the day. The sun is up, it's shining up, it's great. We're not coming to you late at night.
Not 5 minutes from your
7 p.m.
bedtime.
Yeah. And I'm pumped. I'm great. This is great. I've been up since 6. So this is kind of like my midday. Feeling good.
Got our coffee.
On my second cup, and great.
On
What's
my
up
first
with you,
cup.
Grayson? What's up with you? What's going on in your world?
Well, we had some weird rain. I've been 3D printing. I got a bunch of generators. I could show off the generators that we're using actually in a little bit, but I was 3D printing these models of the generator from Dead by Daylight.
Big party coming up. Huge.
For the big party this weekend.
Everybody's talking about it. I saw it on CNN.
It's the rage of the town.
Exclusive. Like, fuck the Met Gala. We're going to the Dead by Daylight party. That's where you got to go.
That's right. It's all exclusive, you know. Got to be cool to get in. You got to either be good at Dead by Daylight or have a 3D printer.
That's all.
Because I'm not good at
check those boxes.
That game. Yeah. So what's going on? Oh, I helped my sister move into her first home. New homeowner. Welcome to the misery. Good job.
Oh,
I mean,
did she purchase this home herself?
She and her boyfriend have acquired.
Is this the chef
home.
or is this somebody else?
Oh, no, not the. We don't talk about the chef anymore.
Well, you talked to the chef like 5 years ago. That's all I remember of the chef.
No, she is not dating the chef anymore from 5 years ago. She is dating a firefighter, an EMT, named Jacob. I'm not to dox. I don't know if that's a dox, but whatever. But he's a lovely guy. They been together for at least a few years. I don't know. At least I don't know. Maybe a year. And they're buying a home, and it's a big step, right? You know, but the thing costs like $300,000, and it's nice, it's cozy, but it's I would have guessed like $200,000, maybe like in
$300,000 in this economy.
$300,000 in this economy is pretty good actually, but it's shouldn't be that expensive. Houses are too expensive. Drive the price down. Build more houses.
That's a hot take, Grayson. That's a hot take. I mean,
drive the price down. Build more houses.
Houses
That's
are expensive.
It's my official take. All right. We don't need them to be that expensive. It's bad.
Yeah, nice
helped her move in. Helped set up some furniture. I set up one of those flat pack TV center consoles to put the TV on. They're gonna mount the TV, so that's just gonna be for the VCR or whatever. They didn't have any tools. They didn't have like a bag with tools in it.
The firefighter didn't have any tools?
Yeah, well, he was living at his parents' house, so he had access to all of Dad's tools. So I was like, oh, you know what? I was like, hey, my sister, let's go. We're going to the hardware store, and I helped her pick out a bag with all the tools in it that a starter toolkit would need.
Wow.
No drill though. It's like the only thing we left out was the power drill.
They didn't get movers, huh? They made you.
No, they didn't get movers. They only had like 10 boxes of stuff.
They have no furniture.
They do now, but the furniture that they have now was all delivered.
Oh,
so they
okey-dokey.
bought like a couch. They bought a recliner. They spent maybe like $2,000-$3,000 on new couches and furniture and a table. A lot of their stuff that they bought was on from Facebook Marketplace. They got a table for free from relatives. They bought a bed frame and a bed. That was delivered. They bought one couch from Raymer and Flanagan, and then another couch for like $300 from Facebook Marketplace. So they moved all. It wasn't that much stuff. It's not that big of a place. And a dresser from like a consignment store or something. But they didn't have tools, so we went out, bought them. Vinny, they had a screwdriver, a ratcheting screwdriver that had a feature I've never seen before. And when I say I was excited about this, it's how you know I'm old now. than I
So
was
Grayson, like
last
30
year.
years old. Oh my god.
31 years old,
Oh
a
my God, Grayson.
spry spring chicken to you and anyone who's probably listening.
How do you do it, man? How do you function?
Listen, I just get it. The excitement for new screwdriver technology keeps me going. And this screwdriver is a ratcheting screwdriver. It had a speed drive dial on it.
Speed drive.
Speed drive. And you know, a ratcheting screwdriver, whatever, you can use the knurling on the shaft to, speed it, screw in something. No. Not this screwdriver. This screwdriver had a ring just above the handle, and you hold the ring while you're screwing it. When you back turn the handle, it keeps advancing the shaft. It keeps advancing the bit. I don't know how it works, but it doesn't. Either direction that you turn the handle, the shaft keeps advancing the bit. If you're holding this ring,
Shaft
steady.
one more time, please.
Shaft.
Thank you.
I don't know how the
home.
hell. Wizardry. It's amazing. There's just some gearing inside of it, but it's really cool. I've never seen that on a screwdriver before. You turn the handle back, and it keeps screwing in the screw.
Man,
High tech.
Technology, man.
Got them a utility knife. Love a utility knife. I love a good clicky locking utility knife. Oh,
I like the foldable ones.
Yeah. The ones that folds in half like that.
Yeah.
It's got the trapezoidal blades.
Yeah.
And it had 3 extra blades stored in the handle. Where's my utility knife? Oh, here it is. I got one of these.
Oh, mine's upstairs. Sorry, guys. I didn't know we were bringing our utility knives to the show.
We're bringing our utility knives. This is the utility knife show off here. It's got it's the jerry rig everything knife, actually. Shout out. Jerry rig everything. But this one only has the 1 blade in it. But it was like this, except it had blade storage in the handle. Anyway, that was the excitement, Got a toolkit, got them all set up.
Well, I'm glad to hear your back's doing okay, because whenever anybody asks for help moving,
Yeah.
it usually involves back pain.
I actually didn't really carry much stuff.
Did they give you free pizza and some room temp beer to go along with this? Is that
it was cold beer, actually.
Times have changed. Wow.
Yeah.
People are so considerate.
Well, they got the fridge. The fridge came with the house, so the beer was in the fridge when I got there.
Let's back up for a second. This fridge,
Okay.
This refrigerator that came with the home.
Yep.
What kind of style are we talking here?
Split door freezer on the bottom.
So the French door open, whatever they call it. Oh, that's nice.
French doors with the drawer freezer on the bottom.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Which is the correct style of fridge, and I will die on this hill.
That's the fridge I have. It's when we moved in here, our home did not come with a fridge, so we had to go purchase a fridge.
It's the best style.
We wanted that fridge.
There's something about the drawer freezer because it has the bin in it. All of the cold stays.
Heat rises.
You don't open you don't have the cold part above the hot part. That's weird. You want the cold down at the bottom where the cold sinks to. And when you open it, you don't want it to all the cold falls out if it's a door.
Falls out.
Everywhere on the floor. All over the floor. Now you got cold all over your floor.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Here's a question. What temperature do you think a freezer should be set to?
It's probably 0.
0? Okay. This thing was set to -2 or -3. And I was like,
I think mine's on 0, low. But make sure you tell them they got to put a little independent thermostat in that area.
That's a good call.
I think ours sits at -1.
Do you use the classic, the Therm Pro?
I have a Therm Pro, a couple of them. But the one in the freezer is I guess made to be in the cold. I don't know.
Well, that's the thing is I don't know if I want the Therm Pro's battery freezing. I don't know. Is this designed to be in a freezer? I don't think so.
I think it does. I mean, it's designed to go at a certain temperature.
Just because it can measure the temperature doesn't mean it's designed to sit at that temperature.
I don't know.
It is. One of life's great mysteries. It is comfortable in here.
73 is not comfortable.
Why do you think I got the air conditioner running?
I don't know my I had mine. I think it's in the nursery.
It's hot down here, so I had to turn on the air conditioner.
My Ecobee will tell me the temperature down here. I have a little Ecobee sensor in my basement. I'm going to say it's 69 degrees down here, and it feels a little warmer than that because the temperature's rising outside. It is 65. Yeah. It is not 65 down here. Let me tell you, it's definitely warmer than that.
It thinks it's 60. You think it's warmer than 65?
I'm also wearing a flannel and talking, so
you're warm.
I got this bright light on me.
Yeah, I got my nice thin button down, like silky button down. What? So you're it's warm down there. It's like
I'm warm.
75 down there.
65.
Did you say 65?
Yeah, it says it's
Oh, I
65.
thought you said 70.
No,
Jesus, I'm losing my mind. That's so. I think -2 degrees is a little much. I think ours is set to 3 degrees on our freezer.
Hmm. All the cold falls out. Anyways,
All the cold falls out.
that's great.
That's the correct style of fridge. These guys that they bought the house from. The guy was a weirdo, I think.
Oh,
Like he was some like paranoid electrician. There is weird things wired up all over the house. There's this like off the shelf what's the word? Not off the shelf. Off network. Wait, what's it called when you like like unplug, like cable cutting, like
cord cutter?
yeah, it's like off network.
I don't know.
It's like there's no cloud subscription. It's like all local. And
Over the air antenna? I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the concept of like a do-it-yourself solution security system that doesn't need a paid subscription. Okay. So he had one of those set up, but the dude who moved out took the cameras, but left behind the boxes mounted on the poles on the shed and on the like back door. But it's like the box with the hookup and the lights and the sensor. Is the camera is missing?
Yeah, so the power's still there though.
It's still wired, I think. And there's a like a junction box in a closet that looks like it was handmade. No, it's like there's like wires, just like bare wire, like just twisted together like this, like no wire nuts or anything.
Now, did your sister and the amazing firefighter with no tools have the house inspected prior to purchasing this home, or did they waive inspection to seal the deal?
I think they waived inspection.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You got to tell her, though, she has to have it inspected now. She has to have somebody come in and inspect it.
I'm actually going to text her and ask.
Me too. I'm going to text her, too.
Okay.
I'm texting Jacob, the firefighter.
I told her...
I'm calling 911 and telling him if he was available. Is Jacob there?
This is actually a good theme because, as we all know, I do support our firefighter troops.
You do.
And I do thank them for their service.
I don't know if you can see him, but I back the blue.
Oh, it's out of frame, yeah. Well, it might not be in the final recording, but we back the blue and we thank our firefighters for their service.
You got to have the home inspected. Like, oh my God, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night.
Yeah, it's sketchy. I mean, so a couple of the funny things, the deck is like rotten. I mean, it's like, so the deck, to be clear,
Ted, are you hearing this, Ted?
To be clear, the deck is this far off of the ground. The deck is like 6 inches tall. It's not even like a full 2x4 all the way around off the ground.
Okay.
It's like barely a deck. And they want to redo it and expand it. There's 2 sheds. One of the sheds is like for a lawnmower, to just put your lawnmower in it. And there's a giant weird pile of rubble next to it that is like their rubbish heap in the back of the yard. And then the other shed is like it's like shiny, brand new shed that I think the guy built like by hand, and it had a stovepipe like chimney like installed in it, and there's like a little like charred black spot on the ground but no stove in there, and it has these really, really high quality, really nice fluorescent lights, like 4 of them on their like rafters, and hookups, like a bunch of power hookups all around. So it was clearly used as a workshop.
We sure this guy wasn't a serial killer? You're not gonna find any bodies.
I didn't find
lying
any
around.
Like red sheets of vinyl plastic, Dexter style, but I wouldn't be surprised.
She's gonna find like the boneyard, start digging around the backyard.
All right, I texted her.
But they gotta get the house inspected. They have to have it inspected.
I asked. I'll tell them they really should if they say no.
And when you call the inspector, this is a tip for everyone at home, and you book an inspector, ask for the supervisor to come out and to do the inspection. It always costs more, but he'll catch the real shit. He's the seasoned guy who will find it all.
This is how you know we got the good advice on this pod.
Yeah.
Could change our name to the Good Advice Podcast. because we only have good takes.
Yeah, yeah. Our second take's our first take.
Oops, all good takes.
Oh, it's everywhere. Spill.
Oops.
I opened the freezer.
No.
They all fall out. Oh,
Oh
jeez.
no, all my good takes fell all over the floor. Double fisting my Gatorade and my coffee. Yeah, so it was weird. I mean, taking the cameras, and then they had a separate home security system installed. They didn't go Simply Safe, which, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
I like my Simply Safe, but they went traditional home security system, and she, like, the second I get in the door, she's already complaining to me about it.
Wait a minute, am I right?
Oh my god, Vinny, good takes only.
Exactly.
Whoa! Got him. So she's already complaining about, like, the alarm is too loud, and that, like, I think you have to use the app to disarm it or something.
Jesus.
Which is a little weird. Or something about, I don't know. Something about the pin or the app or something.
How's the lawn? Is it a good lawn? I'm a lawn guy. I'm a lawn snob now.
You're a lawn snob. We mowed the lawn. I wanted to get it
to
de-thatch
how's
it.
the grass look? That's the real thing. Is it crabgrass? Is it healthy grass?
It's healthy grass. It's a little thatchy. We need to get that dead grass out the way. I need to put down some new seed. I probably want to fertilize it.
It does look, the grass does look pretty good. I mean, it probably needs some fertilizing.
Yeah, it's
I'm just creeping on your Facebook to find this. So FYI.
On my Facebook?
I'm digging into some Facebooks right now because I want to see what the house looks like.
My house?
No, your sister's spot.
Oh, you found my sister's house on Facebook?
I found, yeah.
That's pretty good. I could text you the address too, but you probably already found it.
I have an idea of what it is.
You could, like, street view.
It's is that the front door?
Yeah.
Interesting. What's this lot size?
It's like half an acre, a third of an acre. It has this really weirdly long drive, and I'll just send you the address because you can Google the listing from the address.
Let's see. Yeah.
Oh, she said she's not gonna. She texted me back. She said she's not gonna get it inspected.
Well, you know what? Don't worry. I got a guy on the inside who can tell her to do it. His name's Ted.
Ted, you gotta
set her straight because
we know you're listening.
You don't want to walk into a trap here.
I think she already moved in.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to know what you got to spend the money on first for the projects.
It has a nice finished basement too. Actually, I forgot. No attic, but no second floor, no attic. Single story, but with a really nice finished basement.
Interesting.
And a little back deck, or not a deck, like an enclosed back porch. Losing my mind over here. What am I doing?
That's great. I don't know.
Yeah. Trying to find the thing. Okay.
Yeah, phones, how they work. That's crazy.
Okay. This content. Here we go.
Oh, someone's car alarm's going off outside.
Oh, nice. I hope it comes up on the audio.
I don't know if it's my car.
Here we go. We got it on realtor.com.
I don't know whose car is. They're having a party next door, so I don't know if whose car is that? Okay, it's off. Not our car.
Okay.
Ooh,
I sent you the listing.
Yeah, I'm digging. I'm looking at it.
Found it.
And these pictures from the winter, so the lawn is not going to look the normal.
Yeah.
It's not going to look healthy. Yeah, that's a long driveway. It's going to be.
I had to rip that TV mount off the wall because they left the mount for the TV but took the TV.
Oh,
and they want to make that their dining room instead of TV room. So I had to rip the mount off the wall. It has one kind of shitty bathroom on the main floor, but a really nice bathroom down in the finished basement. The finished basement bathroom is way nicer.
I like that. That always comes with a porch too, which is nice. You always want a porch, a 3-season porch.
It's got this 3-season porch. They got a new liquor cabinet and put it where this old liquor cabinet is. I think their couch and chair setup is identical. They have a couch where that couch is and a chair where that chair is on the back deck.
So I'm gonna say, looking at this basement, it's nice, and I like for people who don't like the listing, but the basement's finished, but the ceiling's exposed, which is like I want in a basement, because my basement's finished, but you can see above me, they sealed the whole thing off when they finished this basement, so I can't have access to anything to run wires. So whenever we have work done on the house here, they just cut holes into the ceiling and they had to patch it up. It's like shit. Like I'd even just take a drop ceiling over this, but I'd rather even have an exposed ceiling because it would make the place feel bigger too.
I don't want ever to have an exposed ceiling like that. You can see, well, I don't know if you can see the ceiling in this room, but yeah, it's a like a spackled. We have a spackled ceiling, which actually is kind of good because it can hide patches a little bit better than a like drywall ceiling. And we have a drop ceiling on the other half of the basement, and the drop ceiling, so many bugs and spiders. I hate it. They just like it's spider city up there. At least down here, you know. I don't want beams. I don't want like spider webs above me. It's my like worst nightmare. What are you gonna like go down with a shop vac every day and clean out every spider web? No way.
Yeah, you are. You're gonna get off your ass and work. Nobody wants to work anymore in this country. That's the problem.
Nobody wants to work anymore. I don't want to work every day vacuuming spider webs. In my own, like, it depends on how much time I'm spending down there, right? Like if I work down here. Like this is my cave, my coder cave. And I don't want
the car alarm's going off again. Jesus.
The car alarm. Well, maybe it's the siren and they're calling you to a watery grave.
Is it Jacob?
Is it what? Is it Jacob?
The firefighter. I called 911, so maybe he swung by.
He's here. He's gonna rescue you from the car alarm. You see that basement bathroom, the orange one? Looks way nicer than the other bathroom.
The backyard's really nice. But no irrigation. I'm guessing there's no irrigation.
No, definitely not.
Okay.
There actually is. I don't think there's a picture of it, but by that back fence next to the shed over there, there is
central air though, right?
Yeah, it is central air, and there is a spigot. There's a water spigot coming up out of the ground.
Oh.
So whatever they did, they have water run to the back of the yard.
Ooh, no chimney though. No chimney, huh?
Cute little fire pit. There's a chimney.
There is? Where's the fireplace?
If you look in the utility closet, it's like 26, picture 26. There's a brick chimney.
Oh, the fucking car alarm. Jesus Christ. I was going to say
they got a tanked water heater. They have a gas or oil hot air burner, and they have a split unit for the central air outside. The split, it's not visible in any of these, but there's a split unit line. Actually, I think that is the split unit line. That's that foam insulated one that goes outside to the other half of the split unit.
One thing I would recommend for all homeowners, if they can swing this, depending on who your electrical provider is, I'd say get a wood burning stove for your home, pellet or just straight up wood, because that's how I heat my entire house right now is with a pellet stove, and it's way cheaper.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if we could do that, and I don't think I could do that in this house, but I would love to if I could.
Why not?
Actually, I could we put it in the fireplace, but
you can.
It's just it would be. I mean, it's in our living room.
It would stick out.
It would stick out. We have a threshold on the fireplace that I don't know if it's big enough for a wood stove. It probably is. The fire cell.
An independent standing one in there. You have to set up a pad for it and everything. But yeah, we got ours last year. So it was great.
We like our fireplace. We use it to have little fires in our living room.
Dangerous. Ugh.
And it works. So apparently, like when we had it cleaned or inspected or whatever, they made the comment that it's one of the good fireplaces. Like it has some kind of like draft system on the bottom and sides that actually heat the room pretty well. So it is it was intentional. The fireplace in our room, our house was intentional, well designed, and it works. It's fun for fires, and I don't really want to lose it for just a pellet stove.
Wow. Well, you know,
Plus, we have a very vertical house too, so it would only heat. It would only heat like those 2 rooms.
It's true. Mine heats the whole house, but not the basement. Sadly, I wish it heated the basement.
And like it gets a little cold down here, but yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't. I'm just gonna get like one of those window unit boxes that can do hot and cold.
A window box. It's just you can buy mini splits. You know that.
Yeah. Okay. Do you know the price difference between a mini split and a window box?
I had to buy 2 mini splits last year. I understand the price difference.
Yeah. Why? Okay. I'm gonna buy the window unit, Vinny.
Okay, Grayson. Jesus, I just thought you wanted something a little more aesthetically pleasing than a box hanging out the window.
Well, of course I want that. I can't afford it.
Yeah, it was like 13 grand for 2 mini splits.
Yeah, fuck that. I can't afford that.
We also had to buy the ones that run at 0 degrees to heat the 2nd floor because our ductwork in the house sucks. So we need mini splits.
Yeah. My dream is to have mini splits. I've always wanted them. So for the time I've owned the house, but I can't afford it. So I'm gonna shell out like $1,000 for one of those heat pump dual purpose window units. I also want the ones that have the gap in the middle, or like it has a notch right down the center of it where you can close the window almost all the way.
Yeah.
You picture that? You know the type. Just do it. Do what?
Get the mini splits. Go into debt for HVAC. Okay.
I can't afford it. Again, I'm already like making a questionable choice by getting the shower glass shower door.
Oh Jesus! Why would you do that?
Why would I do what?
Why would you spend the money to have a glass shower door?
Why would I spend the money? Because I don't know if you've seen our shower, but the curtain, there's a bench in the shower that makes it impossible for the curtain to prevent all of the water from leaking out. Because there's like a 2-inch sill where it's a step-in shower. So it's like a 2-inch little sill. You step into the shower, and the curtain, I have the curtain just at the right height so that it blocks the water from falling out over the sill. But the bench is touching the sill, so I can't, like, if you put the shower curtain straight to the wall, there's nowhere for the curtain to fall on the inside because the bench is in the way. So the water that hits that part of the curtain just falls right out of the shower, right out onto the floor. The only other solution, it's a terrible design. And it didn't come with the door, but it comes with the fucking sill and a goddamn bench that I don't know. I'm going to use a bench in a shower. Like,
we're an old person going to sit down for a break.
No, or I'll get a chair. Like, goddamn. Like, there's a bench in the fucking shower, and if you put the curtain straight, the water hits it and falls out of the shower. The only other option is you put the curtain in the shower, blocking the bench so that the water hits the curtain and falls
Jesus Christ
in front of the bench.
Grayson, I would just sell the house. Move.
I'm gonna pay like $2,000 for a nice glass shower door that is going to be cut around the bench. So they're going to cut and put a bracket, like a channel, attach that to the bench, put the glass in it, and it's going to slot into that channel, and it'll be nice and like fitted around the bench. And so the water will hit the glass, fall in, hit the bench, fall in. Bob's your uncle. All right. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this water falling all over my bathroom floor because a designer decided a bench should go all the way to the edge instead of just in the corner. They could have made a triangular one just in the corner. Would have been fine. You could have a shower curtain that directs the water into the tub, but no. They wanted a bench so that the water, when it hits the curtain, falls outside.
Oh, my God.
And this window, the only window in the basement here, I might as well get... the real reason is because I want this window replaced because it's single pane with pulley counterweights. It's the only window in the whole house that is single pane with pulley counterweights. I don't know why it's like this. It looks like they made it old on purpose. It's crazy. It's so out of place.
On purpose.
Yeah, there's
These
literally
assholes.
every other window in this whole house is double pane lockings, like modern windows. There's one window, and it's the one that I stare at all day, that has an air conditioner in it, and the top of it falls down and the bugs get in, so I shoved like foam in the gap.
Yeah,
I'm sick of it. And it's like $200, it's like between $200 and $700 to get this whole thing with the frame replaced. But I can't, like, they don't, like, I want, they won't, it's not enough money for them to do the job, so I needed to add the shower door.
Yeah.
Fucking home ownership. Pit in the ground where you throw your money. Burned a nice 30 minutes ranting about homeowners.
And I got a Roku. Roku has free channels, and one of the channels is the people who buy tiny houses, and these like delusional people who think they can live in a tiny house with their whole family.
With more than one person?
There's a bunch of different shows. There's like two versions. There's one where they build them a custom tiny house, and there's one where they go to shop and like look for a house. It's like classified as a tiny house. Like these full on families like gonna shove them into these little tiny houses. Like what are you guys doing? How could you possibly function in a tiny house? Like I get that it's cheaper and you want to save money, but at what cost are you trying to save money to like get by or whatever?
Like also, if you're building a new one, that's such a like expense. Like you could have put that money towards buying an existing tiny house.
And like
they're just doing it for the bit, I think.
Every part of the house has to function has to do something. It's like it's crazy. Like I'm married with a wife and two small children and a dog. I'm gonna live in a tiny house. It's like, no, you're not. You're gonna get divorced, bud. It's not gonna happen. Like you're gonna pull your hair out. But I don't understand why this swept the nation, this tiny house extravaganza. I watch these shows and I'm like, what are you doing?
I think there's something about the efficiency of it. There's like a romanticization of minimalism.
It's like you're essentially living in a trailer park, minus the park.
Well, yeah, the original tiny house was just a trailer.
It's on wheels. I can take it anywhere. Oh, great! Wow.
Well, trailer houses are not really.
A lot of tiny houses
really
you
portable.
Can put on wheels, and you just put.
Oh, tiny houses, yes.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the trailer park still.
The trailer park, those are wheels. They can take them out if they really wanted to, I guess.
You have to. I mean, you need like specialized equipment to move a tiny.
I'll never know. So
a trailer park house. They're not actually portable. Like you can move, but you shouldn't. It's not a common thing. It makes moving easier, right? Because you can just bring the truck. But like, trailer, you don't want to move a trailer park house. It's a hassle. People live in trailer parks.
Yeah. Good for them.
Like, there's one right down the road I live right on Route 20. There's one like
I feel like
5
trailers
minutes down the road. There's a huge trailer park.
They're more functional than a tiny house because you can get a double wide.
Yeah, absolutely.
The tiny house is just like you walk in. It's like, oh, here's my living room, my kitchen, my living space, and then I have a loft up top for you to sleep in. Great.
I feel like so. I mean, this is society's fault. I mean, that's such a fucking like no duh obvious thing to say, but we like the only reason this tiny house thing exists is because like what's wrong with the trailer park? They have this stigma about them where people are like, if I live in a trailer park, I've like utterly failed as a human, which is fucking rude. First of all, those people are human people and they deserve like respect and dignity. Just because you live in a trailer park doesn't mean you're a failure or a piece of shit. Like, and if you're like, oh, I'm gonna own a tiny house because what? Like you're better than living in a trailer park?
I mean, they're essentially living in a fucking shed.
Yeah. And they're smaller than the trailers from the trailer park. To be clear, a tiny house is way smaller than the trailers.
Yeah.
Like it's
way more narrow too.
It's like worse in every way. We just get a trailer. Like go live in a trailer. There's no shame in that. You're doing a human thing to survive as a human on the planet. Survival isn't shameful. Live in a trailer park. Don't buy a fucking tiny house, you idiot.
Yeah. When was the bubble for tiny houses? I feel like it's already burst, but
I strongly disagree. I think
tiny
it's getting
home.
bigger. I think it is expanding exponentially because people can't afford to live in real houses. The American dream is dead. Not only is it not homeownership, it's barely tiny house homeownership. Because where are you going to put it? You're going to put it on
Still have
what?
to buy land, right?
Shared land on your parents' land. Where are you going to put this tiny house? Well, what if we had a bunch of tiny houses in a special community for tiny houses? Oops, we've invented fucking trailer parks again.
Hooray!
Like, oh yeah, your clever startup invented a new concept. No, it fucking didn't. You're not groundbreaking fucking. It's so dumb. It's so fucking dumb. There was a headline. This is an excellent hill for me. I love this one because startups who think they're like disrupting an industry have invented buses, city buses, like 8 times. They accidentally invent buses. And it's like, well, what if we had pods that could move people around in cities, and like the pods, like, well, they could fit one person, but then you have to make a lot of pods. So like, what if you had fewer pods that can hold more people? Those are buses. You just invented buses. We already have those. Oh, what if we had tiny little pods that could move underground and they could carry people across places underground and, remove congestion from the surface in a congested city center? That's a subway. You just invented subways.
People
We've
are smart.
solved this.
People are smart. Wow.
We already have that. But they're like, well, what if they're small and there's a diverse network and they can move between nodes in the network? That's a subway. You just invented subways. We have them already. Fucking pod car, subway, tunnel, goddamn Elon Musk bullshit. We already have buses. Stop inventing buses. There was literally a headline this week that I saw where like Lyft or Uber or Waymo or some fucking shit invented. They were like, well, what if we had autonomous shuttles that go at pre-programmed times between common commute routes? This is a real headline that Uber or Lyft or someone was like, pre-programmed routes for common commuter paths, large vehicle for Uber. That's a bus. You just invented a city. That's a city bus. We already have those.
Yeah, but they'll be cleaner, be nicer, cost more.
Or you can clean the buses. I'm losing my
Grayson,
goddamn mind.
I don't know if you've heard of this before, but it's called capitalism.
Yeah, the problem with city buses, the reason they keep inventing them is because the city gets the money from the city buses, and also they can charge. City buses aren't supposed to be profitable. They're supposed to be self-funding. It's not for profit. It's the city and your tax money building infrastructure that you help pay for by buying bus tickets.
Yeah, but what about the investors,
places,
Grayson? Come on.
Some places the buses are free.
If I'm putting money into this, I want to get something out of it. My tax dollars should be an ROI for my tax dollars.
The city should be a for-profit entity that profits.
I'm liking this.
Who does it profit?
The investors. If I put money into the city, I want money back.
Investors in the city? God damn, it makes it so fucking stupid. Not everything needs to be profit-driven. Just put the buses so that people can go to work. I'm losing my fucking mind over here. Stop inventing buses. We have buses. They're not supposed to be for profit. It's an infrastructure thing. But we can deliver a more refined, better experience for the consumer at a profit for our shareholders. Fuck you. Fuck you. Not everything is for profit. God damn. Build block housing. I'm gonna die on so many unpopular hills today. I want to get in the comments. Get in the comments if I'm right.
Tell Grayson he's wrong, please.
Am I based yet? Block housing will lower everyone's housing costs. I don't care if you don't like brutalist architecture. I don't like homelessness as a concept for any person who is alive to not have a home. Build block housing. Homelessness is a worse problem than a big ugly building. Am I based? Get in the comments.
Sorry, there's like a noise in my background. I can't figure out what the noise is.
Oh, it's just the goblin behind you in the dark room.
Like a squeaky noise. I don't know what it is. That's great.
That's your socialist America corner with Grayson.
Yeah, it's great. I love it.
Thank you for listening to the socialist corner of the week.
You're gonna go on the news later and be like, they're gonna reinvent trailer parks again. You're gonna be like, wow, it's so smart.
No, I'm gonna be mad about it. Fucking tiny house communities. That's just a trailer park. Get over yourself.
Hey, Grayson.
I think I'm old now. Yes?
Has this parking situation ever happened to you? You go to the store, huge parking lot. We're talking massive parking lot.
Yep.
Huge, beautiful concrete, asphalt, whatever.
You never want to park far away though.
And you go out of your way to park far away from the store.
You go out of your way.
Away from everybody else because you just want nobody around you. And you go into the store.
You want to keep your steps up.
I want to be away from people. You know, I don't want people getting near my car or ramming this shopping carts into my car.
Throw their strollers and shopping carts at you.
And you go into the store and you come out and there's like a herd of cars parked around your car. Why? Why does this happen? Why do we do this? Why do people feel the need to like park near other cars? What mentality is that in our lizard brain that makes us do this? Why? It happens to me all the time.
Why do robots crowd together in crowded spaces even though they don't feel warmth?
Yeah, why?
Why
do we program like this? But why does this happen every time you go to the store?
Why do the robots crowd together in dark spaces?
But it just always happens. Why? Why do people do this to me?
I think that my theory is that I find it easier to pull into a parking spot if there's a car on one side and no car on the other side.
True. But I park far away, so why?
There must be it's a popularity thing. It's like, well, if that's a good spot, it must be for a reason. So I'm going to park there. I think it's genuinely just to make the parking easier. It looks like you found the goblin that I let into your basement. Can you remember feed?
It's this fan oscillating. I don't know why it all of a sudden is making this squeaky noise when it comes back around.
You gotta grease your bearings.
It's gonna stop at 12:10, but I gotta wait 6 minutes to listen to this.
The fan's on a timer?
I put it on a timer, yeah. Okay. I have a smart plug and an old school fan with a dial, and I have it run every 10 minutes to circulate the air in the basement.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Did you set up some home automation for that?
I bought a smart outlet and I just did it in the app.
Oh, okay. I have my robot lady running my house.
Oh, really?
Yeah. My Alexa.
Oh. Alexa?
She runs the house for me. Well, you're on the headphones. You can't trigger it. But yeah, she runs the house. It's great. I can tell her to set the lights to whatever color. I have modes. I have like movie time mode.
Wow.
I can say bedtime and it turns the lights out.
Wow. Alexa, bedtime.
I think it's actually good night. The keyword is good night, actually. Oh. Bedtime would be funny though.
Grayson, I hate to break it to you. This is going to be upsetting probably.
I want my robots to be sassy. What?
One day you're going to die.
And, I'm well aware. I can't wait.
And well, you're going to love this next part I got to tell you right here. One day you're going to die. Could be tomorrow, could be in a long time from now anyways.
Ugh.
Your relatives are going to be so upset, so sad. They're going to plan the funeral.
I'll celebrate my life though, you know. It's more of a celebration of.
You think they will? Anyways,
not mourning my death, celebrating my life.
They're going to have a funeral or some kind of remembrance, and they're going to pick out photos to put at this place all around you or wherever you're going to earn open castle. Anyways,
I'm here for it.
What about if they're so grief stricken, they pick out the worst photos of you,
so that I can share in their sadness.
But this is not going to be remembered. Like you're sitting in your coffin, like guys, what the fuck is this? Like you're staring at like the worst pictures of you, because they couldn't think ahead, or they were so sad they picked the worst shit. Like, you ever
Maybe
think
it's
about
your fault for not having like better photos.
No, that's not my thing. But they're so grief stricken, they're not thinking straight.
I think I would just only have good. I'm only going to take good photos.
Well, this is what I'm getting at. Are you going to pre-plan out your funeral photos you want to put out?
Oh yeah, I'll just like pre-select them. I'll be like, when I die, use these ones.
I feel like we as millennials should do this earlier to plan this out. Like, pick these photos out.
Here's an interesting thought about that. We look how we look now. Like, we look pretty young still. When, like, hopefully, you know, God willing, we die when we're like, you know, 80 or some shit, 80 plus, right? We're not going to look like this anymore, but we think we look like this. So do you want photos of you from when you were 30 or 40 at your funeral? I don't care about 80?
They could be when they're 7 years old. I'm just saying, you got to pre-pick out the photos that are going to be displayed.
What was the last funeral you were at?
Last August.
But for who? What was it?
Grandmother.
So the photos, like, people imagine grandma, they see how, you know, they see the old version of her. It would be funny, right, though, to have, like, not funny, like, haha, but it would be interesting to have the photos of her when she was, like, in her prime at, like, you know, between 25 and 40 at some point. If those were the only photos displayed at a funeral, that would be kind of interesting. You're only getting the photos of them from when they were the most proud of how they looked.
If they pick out the photos.
If they pick the photos.
You have to pick out the photos.
Yeah. I think you're onto something.
This is like this could be a startup. We could reinvent funerals here.
You could disrupt the funeral industry.
Hell yeah.
Hostile takeover of the funeral complex.
But, like, yeah, I mean, you got to pick this stuff out. Let someone know you've done this, preferably maybe a lawyer.
So I think we don't do that, but we should.
Yeah.
We don't do this, but we should. We should pick photos of younger, like, better looking versions of ourselves for the funerals. Like, remember me.
That's all I'm saying.
This.
Yeah. I
think you're right. And actually, I think in the social media era, this will be how it's done when we're 80.
The photos with the most likes.
It's a different world.
These are my top 10 photos that I have on Instagram.
Top 10 Insta photos. Yeah. Top 10 by likes. Those are my funeral photos. You could profit from this. The shareholders could profit from this.
I'm in it for the subscribers. Please subscribe. For more hot takes.
The shareholders want your good ideas.
No growth means death. There you go. Gotta grow.
We can't let the industry get stagnant. Also, they charge way too much for funeral services.
Oh yeah.
It's a racket, actually.
Yeah.
It's really bad. And we should actually reform it or destroy and remake the industry. It's not a good industry.
It would just end up right where it is, though. It would eventually get back to where it was.
It's really, really gross. It's the scalping of prices when people are in a really bad place and don't have a choice. It's actually really fucked up, and we could stand to delete that whole industry and start over.
Let's just delete death.
Just delete death. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna be an industry disruptor. No more death. That's my startup. My secret plan. No more death.
Boom.
And
then some startup guy is gonna invent death again. It's gonna be a whole thing.
You tired of living too long? Welcome to my startup, die.com, where we'll help you die when you want on your terms.
I'm looking at funeral costs, 2000 versus 2025. Let's see what the difference is. It's about a $3,000 upcharge since then.
I think it was always a racket, though.
Yeah, it's over $5,000 for a funeral in 2000.
What's it now?
I think it's average, maybe
10 grand.
It's $8,000, $8,300. That's probably the bare bones casket too. So caskets are not cheap.
They're not.
You can get a metal casket. There you go.
I feel like even cremation is expensive.
Yeah.
And like cremation used to be the option that they invented to be cheap. And now even that's expensive. Get in the comments. Tell us your thoughts about cremation.
How do you want to be buried?
How do you want to go? How do you want to be interred? I like the idea of like turning into a diamond ring, but I would be afraid that my descendants would lose me. Don't lose Grandpa. Don't lose Grandpa Grayson. You can do that. You know, you can get your ashes compressed and turned
I want a sky burial. That's what I want.
What
You
is
ever
that?
heard
They
of a
just
sky burial?
dump your ashes out the plane?
No, they put you. I'm gonna look it up, so I don't want to mess it up. So I have a
Then you're
vague
gonna like be
understanding.
you're gonna end up as like a dusting of on the surface of some like 5-year-old's birthday cake outside if you go out into the sky. You don't want to do that.
It's when they place your body on a mountaintop, and the vultures eat your whole body, the whole thing. They just eat it. Scavenging birds eat your whole body, and that's it, and nothing's left.
I don't like that.
Why?
That's bad.
Why is that bad?
Because then there's like
Cemeteries take up unnecessary space.
there's gonna
Probably
be
a hot
like
take, but
pieces of my bones on a mountain
no,
forever.
they eat you out. They eat the whole thing.
Vultures eat bones?
Yeah.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I think so.
I don't want to be bird poop.
Yeah.
I mean, first of all, that's impressive. I didn't know vultures could eat bones. Second of all, I don't want to be bird poop. Birds
Why?
suck. They're awful.
Yes, vultures can eat some bone, but not all species of bone.
Well, not human bone, I don't think.
Why?
Yeah, you know, one of the saddest. This is an interesting tangent here. One of the like saddest things about like the human experience of death is the bodies that have been like left behind on Everest, because you can't carry down like a human body from Everest.
You can. It just costs a lot of money, a lot of resources.
Do they go back and like
people do go back
bodies?
and they usually move the body out of the way. Typically, they don't take
bring
the
it all the
body
way
off the
down,
mountain.
right?
No,
Yeah.
I'm sure if you paid enough money, you could have it done.
Like you could probably pay a Sherpa to bring a body all the way back down, but I don't know if they'd be able to. I've never heard of
it.
That
Would probably
happening.
take multiple attempts to do it. You couldn't do it in one go.
Yeah, like there's so many people, there's so many dead bodies on Everest.
Yeah.
There's also a huge problem of like human waste. Like
Yeah,
they carry in the food, but they leave the human waste behind. There's like bags of poop all over Everest.
Bags of trash, everything.
Yeah, trash.
It's
poop,
become it's
food packaging.
It's not so much not people want to climb it; they just want to say they climbed it. It seems like so it leads to like this booming industry of like this tourist industry of climbing a mountain just to say what's the top of Everest. Like it's crazy. People want to do this just to say it, but it's like
disgusting. We're completely
costs
corrupting and destroying
thousands and thousands of dollars to do it, like 50 grand or some shit just to do it, just to walk the top of the mountain.
To like claw your way past dead bodies and trash and bags of human shit.
The top of Everest is full with like old flags and shit. People plant there. Just wow, cool.
And like there's so many parts of this that are fucked up, but like part of it is like carry in, carry out. Take nothing but photos, leave nothing but footprints, right? Like that's not respected at all on this piece of nature, this piece of our world that like we will ruin it. We will destroy it because of this. Well, it'll become trash mountain. Like
Nepali, I can't even say Nepal government.
Nepalese.
They I think they're dialing it. They can increase the cost or something to have less travelers.
That's not going to help, I think.
Well, you have to clean the mountain. Someone has to clean the mountain.
Somebody has to clean the mountain. They got to pay for that.
All right, we'll start a new startup, picking up trash.
It's our disruptive idea.
The trash industry.
Well, they have the ocean.
Disrupt it.
They got that ocean cleanup project that I've heard mixed things about. That like maybe they're not even gonna really make a dent in the garbage patch.
Yeah. Well, don't they have the thing like eat trash, like a bacteria now that eats trash?
They were trying to invent bacteria that can eat plastic. Yeah.
That won't lead to anything bad. It won't evolve or mutate into something else.
All of our critical infrastructure that's made of plastic? No, surely not.
Consume the world.
It'll probably be fine. Or like it'll bloom and because there's so much plastic, and then that'll like cause, I don't know, like hyperoxygenation or something.
The microplastics in our body will evolve with it and just take over our bodies. There we go.
It'll get in our bodies and
not
eat
the
us.
last of us, the trash of us. But
the trash of us. Let's go. Bad movie ideas. Save it for our up and coming teaser. Hey, here's the soft launch for our maybe in the future movie podcasts.
Yeah, I've been asking my wife to submit movies to me for this podcast, and she gives me good movies. So I don't know.
Oh, the idea for the listeners is we're gonna do a podcast about bad movies, listener submitted options. You can make us watch a bad movie, and we'll have to suffer through it.
And I hope it's an actual bad movie and not Castaway or The Village.
Yeah, we'll watch this space. We'll let you know. Maybe we can launch here. Hey, leave it in the comments if you have some. If you have some ideas for bad movies you can make us watch, and our suffering is your profit, your enjoyment. Make them bad. The worse, the better.
Oh, I got some ideas because we're gonna put some movies into a hat and draw them out, and I'm gonna submit one. I got a good one.
You got a good one? Oh man,
I got a couple
I
actually.
I got a couple in the back pocket, and I'm not looking forward to it, but the content will be amazing.
Yeah. I have to pause for a second. I gotta go to the bathroom.
All right, you got this.
You know, speaking of movie, oh Grayson, we're back.
We're back.
Speaking of movies, did you happen to watch the Superman trailer that came out this week?
I did watch the Superman trailer. I'm excited.
I'm actually very excited for this. James Gunn, pretty pumped. A lot going on in this movie. There's a lot of, I don't know how he's gonna pull it off. There's a lot of stuff going into this.
It seems like it should be 5 movies.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're gonna cram all that stuff into one movie.
It better be 3 hours long because, like,
yeah.
I get the skipping the origin story. Thank God. He lands on the planet.
We still get flashbacks from him talking to Pa Kent, though.
Is that a flashback, though?
I don't know.
I don't think it is.
If it's not a flashback,
I don't think Pa Kent is dead yet in the new DCU.
Do you think they were gonna kill Pa Kent in this movie?
I don't know, but I think there's a scene in the trailer, I could be wrong, where Superman in his outfit that he struts around in is laying on his bed after losing a battle, I'm guessing a fight, and Pa Kent looks like he's there. Unless I'm losing it, but
yeah, I mean, I'm very interested. I know I like James Gunn as a director. I like his vision. I'm very interested to see. It looks like the tone is pretty clear, but I'm very interested to see what the plot is going to be like, or what the movie's going to be about.
It's like the anti-boys thing where superheroes in the universe are controlled by corporations, but Superman's like, no, thank you. I'm going to help anybody.
We got Green Lantern.
Capitalism bad.
We got some Green Lantern Easter eggs.
Yeah, Hal Jordan's in it, right? Yeah, Hal Jordan, right? No. What's the other guy's name?
No, the other one.
I don't know, the dickhead one.
Ryan Reynolds.
Grayson.
It's so they're putting like Hawk people
Guy
in
Gardner,
it too.
that's what it is. Guy Gardner.
They're putting the Hawk people in. I think I saw they
the Hawk people.
The Hawk people, like Hawk Girl.
Hawk Girl.
Hawk Girl is one of the Hawk people, and she's in it, and I think there are also other Hawk people in it.
Are there? I thought it was only the one.
I thought I saw like 2 or 3 of them floating in the air, and one of them looked like Hawk Girl, but there was 2 more.
I think it's
or maybe it was just fast and I missed it, or
I think you missed it.
I just didn't know what I was looking at.
Like, they may have the fucking Phantom Zone in this movie too, which is crazy.
Yeah,
the Phantom Zone.
We got Lex Luthor, right?
Lex Luthor just knows all about this shit.
He always does. He's always 2 steps ahead. He's the evil genius. Sometimes he's the president. Sometimes he's the head of LexCorp. I don't know what they have. We got Crypto the super dog.
Yeah,
which is adorable. He looks really cute.
The Snyder Bros not happy about the dog.
God, I'm sure the Snyder Bros are losing
their
minds.
They want a muscle dog or some shit. They want a peak performance dog. They want a pit bull that's gonna eat babies in this movie because Crypto looks weak.
Crypto's supposed to be cute.
He's an alien. It's an alien dog.
He doesn't know what he looks like. Don't worry about it. I'm so cute. I'm so confused, so curious about like the Temple of Solitude.
Fortress of Solitude.
The Fortress of Solitude has got robots in it.
Yeah,
the robots
Kryptonian robots.
The robots get fucked up by Buzzsaw Arm Lady. I don't know who the fuck that's.
The engineer. That's the engineer.
Is that who that's supposed to be?
That's the engineer.
I had no idea who that is.
They can manipulate something to make it anything she wants. I don't know.
Metal? Sure. Yep. It looks exciting. It looks good.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're gonna cram all that into one movie though. I genuinely don't know what the movie's about.
It's about Superman doing the right thing, and people say, "No, man, can't do that."
So they're doing the Sokovia Accords then. It looks like.
Essentially, yeah. where superheroes are controlled by Maxwell Lord's in it.
Didn't they
The
already do
Justice
that?
Gang or some shit.
They did that
Did
in
they?
Man of Steel.
Yeah, but they didn't do it good.
I mean,
Oh no, the Snyder Bros are gonna be pissed to hear that. Oh
they
no.
didn't do it good. You're right. They had a wheelchair bomb or something, and they blew up a courthouse. Oh, you got some spiders?
I thought it was a water leak.
Oh, we have a lot of spiders in the house.
No,
It's like
it's not a water leak.
it is Spider City in our house.
You gotta get it sprayed.
I don't wanna.
Okay.
You mean
There
like
you go.
bug bombed?
You can get they can come in and spray the outside of your home and the inside in the basement for bugs and helps keep them out. It's like I think like $300-400.
Yeah, I'll think about it.
I don't mind spiders.
Personally, if you start putting ads on these and we start making some money, or if somebody gives me a donation, $300, then I'll get it done.
I don't mind spiders. I don't like the centipedes, and I don't like cockroaches. That's my no-go.
I hate centipedes.
Yeah, I can't do them.
They
I haven't seen
look,
any here. So.
they're abominations, unnatural.
They're like some Lovecraftian horror.
They're
can't.
Awful. They're so bad. They have way too many legs. The legs are too long. They move too fast.
Almost died because of a centipede.
You did almost die because of a centipede. I forgot about that.
Almost died. Don't live alone.
You like broke your back.
No, I didn't. I was very sore for like a month afterwards. Like my whole torso was just in pain.
Oh, funny.
Yeah. So they're saying the Superman movie is rumored to be of a runtime of 2 hours 20 minutes. Doesn't seem long enough for all this.
Seem long enough. They're gonna have a lot of like one-off character shots, character vignettes of like, here's Green Lantern for 5 minutes, here's Hawk Girl for 5 minutes. It's a rich world.
Like, how does Lex Luthor know about the fucking? So Superman's supposed to be
a Fortress of
young
Solitude?
Superman. Yeah. But he knows about the Phantom Zone. How the hell is he gonna know the Phantom Zone? They're gonna cover this all in this movie.
I don't know anything about the Phantom Zone. How does he know?
Bad place to go. Yeah.
You don't want to go to the Phantom Zone.
You don't want to go to the Phantom Zone.
But isn't that the thing? That's the plot, right? Is that there's invaders from another dimension in this movie? I think it's the plot. The things from the Phantom Zone are trying to break into this reality. That's the plot.
Is it?
It looks like it. It looks like stuff coming through the Phantom Zone, right? And they're evil looking.
I thought the plot was Lex Luthor's trying to convince people that Superman's dangerous because he's an alien. Or some bullshit. What's the synopsis? What's the synopsis?
Yeah, what is the synopsis? I don't know what this movie's about. Well, there's also the plot, right? There's like the what's happening in the movie plot, which is technically what the movie's about. And then there's the other question, what's the movie really about? Is it about family? Is it about strength?
Journey or Superman's journey to reconcile his Kryptonian heritage with his adoptive human family in Smallville, Kansas. That's not the premise. That's just on Wikipedia.
Okay, you've explained what Superman is. Yep.
He flies.
Super strength, faster than a speeding bullet, X-ray vision.
Can't wait.
I'm tired of Superman.
I'm pumped for this version because Man of Steel was such a downer, man. He's so depressed.
Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
I like this one. I like his interview, the clip from his interview with his girlfriend.
Lois Lane.
Yeah.
Pretty pumped.
That was cool. She asked the hard-hitting questions and he was like getting all defensive.
People were dying. All right, chill, bro. Come on, relax. Take a breath.
Oh, sorry, I shouldn't have
Maintain your composure.
I shouldn't have even tried to help. I'll let them die next time. I think people should get off his case. I'm with Superman on this one.
Yeah. Gotta help people, man.
Get off his case,
That's his
man.
Gimmick.
He's doing his best.
He is disrupting the first responder industry, okay?
He's disrupting the first responder industry. Did he just create EMTs again by accident? Maybe. Did he create firemen by accident? Maybe. Do we still need those? Yes.
Probably.
It's some good rants this episode.
Yeah.
Don't ask me to talk about societal infrastructure and its relationship to capitalism. I'll go off.
So I'm making coffee today.
Hard segue. Let's go.
making coffee, and I've been using the Wegmans organic coffee because it says when it was roasted on the bag, and I'm like, this is great. But like every time I buy it, I cannot for the life of me open the bag.
Like
I'm like trying to like
in like a sustainable way.
I'm trying to open it because it's got the little seal at the top to keep the air out, and I'm doing it, and every time I like rip the fucking bag.
Yep. Why don't you just use
I'm like, what?
scissors or a
And I'm
knife?
just like, well, I'm just saying, like Wegmans. The Wegmans is the only brand that I've had this happen to where you have to like actually cut the top. You can just peel it up with your fingers, but I'm like cutting it, and then I see on the bag this today, it's like, oh, cut the top.
It
It's not like
says
the
that on
middle
the
of the
bag.
bag. Cut the top with scissors. I'm like, God damn it! I ripped open
So
so many bags of this
so they
coffee.
know. They know that it
Yeah,
sucks.
but that's at the bottom. It says you have to cut it. Like,
Wow. So
why
wait,
is
is
it the
this?
only coffee?
Do you say this is pre grind?
This is whole bean.
Whole bean. Okay.
And like last time I did this, I ripped the whole bag open. It went all over the floor.
Beans.
Yeah, the
no, your
beans.
beans.
And it's
you
like,
dropped.
Wegmans, why are you doing this
Oh,
to me? Why
you
are you the
dropped
only
all
brand
your
that I have to cut
beans.
this?
It's so funny.
Why? And while I'm at it, these goddamn coffee filters, what's the deal with those? Every time I use a coffee filter, the beans always rip open the bag or rip open the filter.
Did you? Well, yeah. Oh, so you're using a drip coffee maker?
Yeah.
Use 2 filters.
I I I did, Grayson, and it ripped it open
It ripped
both
open
times. It
with
breaks open.
2. Wow.
It's like the cone filters, and
Yeah.
every time. And then today I was like, oh wait, what? My coffee pot came with a reusable one. I'll use that with a filter. So I think that's gonna solve the problem. I hope. I'm tired of tasting my coffee. I'm tired of chewing my coffee.
So, what does it have? The one where you got the cone and the thing. Why don't you just pick up the thing the cone is in? Is it attached to the machine?
What do you mean?
Are you? What do you use? Are you using a pour over, or are you
Drip.
using
What do you mean?
like a classic drip coffee, like a Mr. Coffee?
Sure, yeah, it's a Ninja.
A Ninja. Does it have the thing you put the filter in? Does that little piece of plastic come out?
Yes.
Okay, I think what you're supposed to do is take that out and then turn the whole thing over into the trash so that the grind falls out and then the filter falls out. You're not supposed to pick up the filter.
I don't know.
You're supposed to just pick up that piece of plastic comes out.
I'm just tired of coffee it gets into the bottom container and
you can avoid that because you don't need to take the filter out. You can take out the whole piece of plastic and then dump the whole thing. That's
I'll try it. We'll try it.
It's my official. You know. It's my official take.
I'll let you know if I taste coffee, if I chew coffee anymore. I'm really getting sick of it.
I love the setup that I have. I just have a Keurig with reusable K-cups and a small coffee grinder that I use a pre-measured scoop that fills up the little cups, and then you do your grind. You get your little pre-measured scoop. You put it into the little reusable K-cups. You put the reusable K-cup in. You press exactly the amount of water you want for 1 cup. You can do 8, 10, or 12 ounces. You hit the go button. You get your coffee. You put the cup in the sink and it dries, and then you put the dried grounds in the trash. Reuse your K-cup pod thing. Seamless. Love that experience. I don't ever make.
I'm happy for you, man.
I don't ever make too much coffee. That's like the thing is I don't want to do a pot of coffee. I'm not going to drink a pot of coffee. And if you don't drink it all and you leave it, it's either gets cold or it gets burnt if it's on the burner.
You just drink iced coffee then. You put it in the fridge.
Yeah, you can make iced coffee. That's the good solution. But I don't want to make too much coffee, and I don't want a thing like partly filled like with like 1.5 cups of coffee and it's sitting in the fridge.
I set mine to 2, which really equals 1 mug of coffee. And I just drink that.
Oh well, if you don't have leftovers, then you're good. You got your system. You like your system. I like my system. We're all good.
It's great.
It's great.
What are you getting your sister for her housewarming gift? You getting her a coffee pot?
I helped her get a tool kit together.
That's the
a bag of tools.
Wow.
And I assembled a media center. I'll bring her some wine when she gets her
fridge.
Her bar kind of set up going. Bring her a bottle of wine. Next time she invites me over, I don't know. Do some dinner party. Yeah. I'll bring her a bottle of wine.
I think I'm done.
What do you think about for wine as a house gift? Yeah, we could be done.
I don't drink wine. I want to be a wine snob. I have 1 bottle of wine upstairs. I haven't drank it yet.
Ever? You have 1 bottle?
I have one bottle of wine I bought 3 months. We bought 3 months ago. I haven't drank it yet.
I think you just don't have you haven't found
Who has
the wine
time to
you like.
drink when you have a baby? It's just like, do you really want to feel buzzed and have to take care of a baby afterwards?
Well, if you
I
have
don't know if people do it.
Do you get buzzed on one glass of wine?
I don't know. I just don't want to. I don't like day drinking to begin with, and I go to bed at 7 o'clock, so I don't really night drink anymore either.
Yeah, I think once you have a baby, it stops. Drinking stops being a social activity.
It's just like, no, thank you. Like,
well, you only got.
I'd rather just drink water and just go to bed. And
you only got 18,
like shit.
18 more years.
As long as when she's a little more independent, maybe when she's like 10 years old, 11 years old. I don't know.
You can send her to grandma's for the night. You know.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go at that point. I'm just gonna sleep at that point. Like,
the one of the best things about sleepovers, right? You get the kids out of the house. One of your fellow parent friends gets to watch twice as many kids, but now you owe them.
I don't know where I stand on sleepover. I don't know where I stand with sleepovers. I don't know if they're a good idea.
Well, the thing about a sleepover is it serves a very material purpose, right? You do the sleepover, you get your kids out of the house, they go stay at the friend's house, you get the house to yourself. You can, have a nice evening with your wife without the kid, do whatever you want, get some rest for once. And then the next time the person whose house they went to, next time they need some rest, you do the sleepover.
Yeah, but the thing is, being responsible for another person's child seems like
fine. You're on your first kid.
What if they get no? I'm very worried about the compensation. If they get hurt in my house and the parents are like, "What the fuck? We're gonna sue you," and you're ruined, Grayson. You're back in the trailer park. You're back in the tiny house, and you're just like, "Why did let the kids sleep over? Why did it end up here?"
This is first child energy. This is your because it's your first kid energy. It's like the thing of, oh yeah, like sanitize everything, make sure like, oh, you dropped the binky, wash the binky. Like, no.
Boil the binky, Grayson. You gotta
boil the binky. You dropped it for a second in your clean ass, well vacuumed house with no pets. Gotta boil it. No, just second kid energy is like, oops, oh no. Well, hey, can you hold my kid for a second? Stranger at the grocery store, hold this baby for a moment while I do it, blah, 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 get my purse or whatever. Having a second kid changes you. The first kid is always, everyone's so fucking careful. You got to pamper them. You got to make sure everything's perfect. Second kid rolls around, it's all out the window. It's not as precious anymore. Now you got two of them. You got a backup. You could send him to the sleepover. You got two kids.
I have no problem sending the kid to sleepover. I don't want the kid coming here to sleep here.
Well, you got to take turns. It's only fair.
Ugh, we'll see. You can
just round robin in the neighborhood, and you'll be the selfish family that never hosts.
I love it. I love this for me.
You could, and I think the only trade off is you might have to just buy them some wine as a gift for watching your kids. You gotta entertain, be social, make friends with the other parents. Join the PTA.
I'll do the PTA.
You gonna do a PTA? Are you a PTA guy?
I would do the PTA.
Is it because it's like you get a little bit of like
power?
Get your fingers in the control of the school.
Yeah, power. Yeah. It's all a power, pal.
Yeah, you can get a little bit of power, a little bit of control over the school.
Yeah, a little pull.
Get your pull your exert your will over the school district.
Hell yeah.
Great.
All right, I think we can wrap. Yeah. That's it for this episode. Thanks for hanging out with us. Appreciate it.
Get in the comments and leave us a movie we should suffer to watch.
Please be sure to subscribe to us. Please give us the likes.
We might have a channel rebranding coming up in the future. Keep your eyes out.
Very soon.
Very soon. Well, we're gonna make your experience, the listener and the viewers, better. Get your lights there.
Yeah, I was trying to focus on me. Yeah, put some lights behind me on the stairs.
I can see them. That's a nice blue background, like accent light.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for listening.
Bye-bye.
If you can dream it, you can do it.